Guys, I'm Swastika. Next, we'll be learning about HTML, which basically stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language is used for web pages. Usually, if you search something in Google, I go to Wikipedia. There's a big set of World Wide Web working here, and there's like huge instructions. A lot of processes happening. This process of when you type something and you get information, you're getting information from a different IP address, and you're getting it back to routers, servers, and all those stuff I can say. There's a wonderful transfer of HTTP language to HTML language, and I think you don't understand what I'm saying, but every web page you go through has its own language. And if you want to create your own web page like this, we don't use Python, Java, or any of these languages. We use a unique language, which I really like. It's kind of cool, which is called HTML. And in this page, I'm gonna get the HTML code of a view page source. Okay, this is all the HTML code, and most code I like the most for programming is HTML code, because usually if you see programs, they usually like to be unique. They don't like to mix with other programming languages and do all kinds of stuff. If you want to write Python code, then Python code has to be fully there. If you want to write Java code has to be fully there. If you want to write a C code is fully there. But still, HTML likes to mingle with stuff. Mingle with other programming languages like JavaScript, CSS, and so on. In HTML, CSS gives it the design that it needs. The design, the styles, and all these stuff that it needs, CSS gives. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. And JavaScript and CSS are not necessary to make a HTML project, but still they're used. And even JavaScript is used to make the HTML page move, make it more active, make it more interactive with the user. It doesn't do designing and all. You can create text boxes, buttons, and so on with that, and you write the code and how to operate these stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'll be teaching you, and I'm not going to be teaching HTML now, but I'll be teaching you all the stuff that's needed to know. In this video I'm talking, I'll also teach you HTML, but I'll tell you the stuff that is key in doing HTML. So I'm using Sublime Text. Sublime Text is the text editor, or the text editor which is used to where we will type the HTML code. You can even use Notepad++, but I like Sublime Text, I suppose. I just like it. Notepad looks very dull and boring. So I'm just going to be using Sublime Text here, and I'll be teaching how to start HTML code. To start HTML program, we first need to write doctype. And if you're wondering what doctype means, I don't know what it means, but this is how to start HTML program. Doctype HTML, and you close it. If you want to start HTML program, and you start it, and you want to end it like this. Also, there are two main structural parts of a HTML web page. There's a head, and there's a body. And there's a body. Now the head is like the top part where you write all the main bits. The main bits, I'm saying is the top part where you write the title and so on and so forth. But for body, you write the main paragraph, the buttons, and you do all that stuff only in the body. So yeah, in other words, you can only do so all the main bits you write in the body, like the paragraph and all that. Now, this is known as an element. So what it the stuff that starts with these tags, these are known as elements, and each element have a closing slash, closing forward slash. So if we start an element, so if you want to start an element, you start it like this, head, and then if you want to end this element, so if you want to end the head, then you put forward slash head. Now you haven't have the body. If you want to start the body, you put body. If you want to end it, you need to put forward slash body. And it's key to put these. Otherwise, then you've got an error then. But like Python programming or Java or any high-level programming language, if there's an error in the program, then it just won't execute. It will just skip this program and just move on to the next code and just execute it. But in Python, obviously, it doesn't do that. It interprets the code, and by each line, it just executes it. But then when it meets a line where there's some error, then it just stops and it says some irritating speech, some irritating red words, and then it says some error, and I even don't like that. That's why HTML language I prefer a lot, because when this is wrong code, it just says I don't care, and it'll just skip the code. It won't execute it. It just won't execute it. It just won't execute that certain line. But if there's a Python code in which the second line is executed, and you've written tons of lines, 100 lines, you just stop in the second line, and obviously you've written it wrong. But if you say HTML, you've written 100 lines of code, the second line gets wrong. But then the computer just skips a line and just executes the rest of the code. So pretty cool. That's why I really like HTML. It's very cool, awesome. And also your web pages come in Google. Let's check out. And usually just like Python loops, even elements, you need to leave a white space or an indentation, we like to call it. And this is known as a parent body. This is known as a child body. There's even grandchild, great-grandchild, and so on and so forth. And even inside, these are not the only attributes. There's a lot of other attributes. There's even img attribute, there's image, there is div, there's p, there is title, there is h1, h2, h3, h4, and so on. So these are not just the only attributes, and so these are not just the only attributes. So I'll run a code, I'll run p, which means paragraph. Obviously, I have not taught you this yet, but p, here is, this is my first program. I'll close p. Okay, so I'll close p. Obviously, this is also an element. Elements can also be like this, and there's no problem if it's like this. Maybe even a bit of it can be broken down like that. There's no problem if that happens. So to run in Sublime Text, if you have Sublime Text to run it, there's a run button. You just need to save it, Control S, or you can go to File, Save, and you close it. And this dummy, and it's already in a Google Chrome file. So I run it. This is my first program, and this is actually Google, and it has its own URL too. So pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Move on to my next video where we'll be learning HTML.